What's up, y'all? It's Lawrence St. Victor from Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk. And in the excitement of the Flash film, we're going to unbox this Impulse figure from McFarlane DC Multiverse. I've had it for a while, been waiting to do this video, and since the Flash is coming out, we might as well jump into the Flash family. Let's go. Boom, and here we go. Gold label, Target exclusive, Impulse action figure in the spirit of the Flash, which I'm seeing tomorrow. I'm not sure if that's tomorrow by the time this goes up, but yes, in the spirit of the Flash, typical McFarlane boxing Impulse. Flash War, I don't know if that's where this figure's from. And this is definitely not what we're getting here. Gloves are completely different. Yeah, this artwork is more like Young Justice than whatever this guy is. But let's get him open, man. Let's see what we got here. I got this figure a while ago, and I want to do an unboxing, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And my excitement for him kind of went away a little bit. So many more figures came out, but then the Flash is coming out. I'm getting excited about the Flash, and I'm like, let's get this guy open and with the rest of his family. If you know me, I love factions, I love families, so I actually can't wait to get him on the shelf. But I want to do an unboxing first. So he's just been waiting for me to do an unboxing. Now I just did a video, I'm not sure if it'll come out before this or after this, of Miles Morales. And I have to say, I really do appreciate the packaging without all these freaking plastic ties. McFarlane is like, man, this, it's fine. He's not going anywhere. Trust this little plastic cradle you guys have here. You don't have to tie in all his limbs and waist. It's a bit much. It's a bit much, but okay. I think he's good. And there we go. Okay, let's bring this down a little bit so you can actually see the guy. There we go. Now I'm a big Flash fan. Bring him up a little bit. Big Flash fan. Love the family. Love the idea of it. The family's kind of redundant. Comic story and a wonderful comic tuber, geek tuber like the rest of us goes into why the Flash is, the whole family's redundant because they all have the same powers, kind of do the same thing. He's not wrong, but still, this figure is dope. Now, this is an excellent paint job, but he should be younger, right? This is a very mature body for this figure. And I feel like I don't even need to review the actual sculpt because I already have. I'll show you in a bit what I mean. But let's just take a look at it real quick. Let's just look. Now this is just all paint. There's no sculpting here at all. There's not much texture on the suit. It's kind of just all one big smoothish texture with just paint. So no sculpting, which is fine. You kind of know why once you see all the figures that share the same exact body as this. They're not gonna sculpt something brand new. But the head is, now this, it's actually a really cool head. I love the see-through goggles here, man. That's an excellent touch, McFarlane. Excellent touch. And the windblown hair is perfect. And the little ears here, now this is great. This is great. And you can look pretty up, can look down that way. That's great. Some good Yeah, but I mean, no matter what, you can hate the reuse of the body. You can dislike an uninspired kind of paint app. You can hate this diaper, but the freaking head sculpt. Oh, but he can do that back bend though. The head sculpt is crazy. The hands, this is lazy as hell. This is lazy as hell. Now, this is all supposed to be one glove, right? So what the heck is this? Like, oh, I guess I could. It's loose. I can pull it down. This is cheap. That's whack, McFarlane. That's whack. And we know why you did it. We'll get to it soon. But that's whack. And it's not even the same color as this. But I guess it's the same color as this, so that's fine. Same thing here. It's like, are these supposed to be connected to his boots or not? Because that's whack. Or at least paint around here so it's not like we can see his, you know, you see your socks because your pants are too high. It's giving me that vibe. And like his running, like give me running hands. He doesn't even have running hands here. I mean, Wallace West shares the same body and you still gave him running hands. So what's up with that? It's a bulky, such a bulky figure for Impulse. Let me get this card out. He comes with a figure stand. Hopefully we won't need it. Probably will. Let's get this card out. Now this, in my mind, is what Impulse actually looks like, right? Oops. And here we go on the back. Bart Allen from the future. You can pause that and give it a read. Actually, I have a lot of these. These are becoming like I'm gonna have a whole book soon. These actually became, you know, when you just kind of get one, it's kind of whatever. When you get like a bunch of these figures over time, you have all these kind of collector's cards. Actually really cool. So we have Bart Allen, which is way too big, but the head sculpt is dope. Comes with these effects. I'm sure these have been part of a figure before. And yes, they do need to be plastic tied in. Why? No idea. Hasbro's like, we're not using any of the plastic. McFarlane's like, we're going to use all of it. All right. So, and there's no real way, I guess. I guess you can go online. But you kind of just, I think, I'm not really a fan of these. They're just not as... They're a little too flimsy, a little too do whatever you want. Let me know if you guys, where do you guys place the lightning? I don't really have them in running poses like that. You know, all my figures kind of just stand boringly. Except for my little Batman display setup. That's cool. Got this fire escape shelf, and they're all kind of hanging off of it fighting. But that's pretty much him with his lightning effects. All right. Now I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Now McFarlane, you be giving us so many figures. A lot of Batmans, but you give us so many figures. So who really can complain with the price point of these amazing 7-inch figures and how often we get new figures? But I will say, after a while, you start getting the same figure. The same figure. The same figure. All the same. So it's weird if you want to have like a Young Justice type of thing or kind of create your own Titans and bring all these younger superheroes together. when they're standing on the shelf, unless you dynamic pose them, there's something so static about it because they all have the same exact sculpt. And what's really cheap about it, not so much with the Superboy. With the Superboy, they found a way to make him at least a little unique. Although his S could at least be a little different than his. But it's fine if it's not, right? It's an S. And they found a way to do his boots here where it feels like they're matching. But, I mean, you can tell when they're just... See that rivet? Why does he have this? That's Superboy's boots, but why is this just here? Why? Because they just painted over it. Painted over a sculpt. And it's the same thing with this. They just put this little boot cover over it, but you can see right here, the sculpt is poking out, which just feels cheap as hell. Too cheap. You know? And like, yes, you see the line right here that separates his red from his blue. They did a really good job here, or sort of good job. They actually sculpted this. It's not just painted, it's sculpted. But since that's sculpted, he has that line too. But why? And guess what? He has that line too. He doesn't, because at least they sculpted new arms for him. So that's kind of lame to me. It's kind of lame, but whatever. But it's still cool to have all these figures. I'm complaining, but it'd be nice if we got more of a kid sculpt. Kind of not use that Carrie Kelly, Dick Grayson, Robin sculpt that came out, but you know, a different one. And the new Nightwing figure, same exact sculpt, same exact a molding on the boots, same exact. Let me bring in my Tim Drake Robin. That's kind of like my Young Justice Titans lineup. And see, right here, you know what makes this dynamic? Two different sculpts. Feels like two different people. John Kent, you're not really in it. I guess neither is Wallace West. A little Young Justice action. It's pretty dope. Now, let's bring in the family. That's why I really got Impulse, because it's like, man, how cool would it be if he had these hands? And I'm sure you can take these out and put them in. But man, Flash hands. You should always have speedster hands. Kryptonians and flight figures should always come with flight stands, and speedsters should always come with freaking running hands. And those are not the same. That's cool. So the head is really unique, which is dope. Of course, the Flash. It's the family, man. First sidekick right here. Sharing the same body as him. Exactly. That's fine. These two came out so far apart from each other, that's okay. And, probably the best of the Flash figures so far. This Jay Garrick figure is just fire. And then, of course, put this guy in this. It's kind of my display on the shelf. Boom. That's dope, man. I'm excited about that. And what's really cool is, like, you know, they're related. Their head sculpt, they kind of have a similar smirk going on. And that's what I love about the Flash family is, like, all their costumes are pretty different. They all have their own sense of style, Well, not in the comics right now because Wally West is pretty much wearing a Flash costume. 2 Flashes going on. So weird. But they all have their unique style, but they're all uniformed in their own way. That's dope, man. That's dope. I need to get back into the Flash comics. Let me know, is it a good time to jump in? Are the stories dope? That's fire. Now I'm happy. All together, I'm happy. If him separately, it's okay. But him with the family, so freaking dope. So dope. Nice. And they all have their own. No one has the same ears. They're all unique in that way. So that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Let me know, did you guys cop this figure? It's not a must-have, but if you got a bunch of Flash figures, it's kind of nice to have. Let me know how you feel about this impulse. Be cool if we got more of a kid body, but it's cool. I rock with it. Hit the playlist. So many more unboxings. Let me know what you thought about the Flash movie. Can't wait to see it. By the time you see this, I would have seen that movie. You better believe it. And yeah, watch our other playlists, movie reviews, TV reviews, toy hunts, other unboxings, gameplay. Check us out. We also got a podcast in the link in the description. I'll be back. Same Flash time, same Flash channel. Peace. What's up, y'all? Welcome to 3 Brothers and a Shot of Milk.